Welcome to the Bushido gang. What's up, guys? It's AttackonSamurott, and oh god, welcome to week 4 of the IPC League. So for this week, we are going to be battling the Super Hot Fire. Is it Super Hot Fire? No, it's the Super Hot FireSpins, coached by NN1 and T Riches. So yeah, I gotta deal with 2 coaches for this week. Notifications, yay. Yeah, I gotta deal with 2 coaches this week, and they got a draft. Oof, that draft. So my opponents have Hoopa and Emboar in their draft, Gudra, Uxie, Emboar, Flygon, Bramble, Zeraora, Braviary, Barbarical, Executor, Alolan Form, and Mega Scizor. So that draft, pretty threatening. Not gonna lie, it's pretty threatening. It's pretty fast. I mean, the only fast one he's got on his team is Zeraora, so there's at least some relief. But his team does have some power, especially with the Hoopa and Emboar. Especially Mega Scizor being like a defense, being like having like 2 different roles. It could be a defensive wall, or it could be like a setup mon and just like run through teams. But he has a couple mons on his team that can set up, and like a couple great wall breakers like Emboar and Hoopa and Emboar. As well as even Executor or Alolan Form can be a great wall breaker too. Barbarical is a great setup sweeper. Braviary is also a pretty good wall breaker as well. He's got a ton of wall breakers on his team. That's all I gotta say. He's got a ton of them. So I really gotta be like, there's only 2 ways I could fight his draft. I either have to play super defensive, or I have to like outplay him and go like hard hyper offense. So for this week, I'm actually going to be bringing a couple, well actually only one new mon is coming in. We got Swirly. So Swirly is going to debut for week 4 as a Sticky Web user. I'm also bringing Genesis, the shiny Genesect, with me this week. Black Pearl, the Cloyster, Smokey, the Heatran, Paperboy, the Rhydon, and we also got Biggie, the Guzzlord. So basically some mons that were in last week. Mostly Black Pearl, Smokey, and Biggie. So they're back from last week. But yeah. So this is how I want. Actually, I'll just talk about each mon and such. So Swirly is meant to be the Sticky Web user on my team. I realized that like his team really doesn't like. Granted, his team is already somewhat slow, but the fact that again the fastest mon on his team is Zeraora, like having it slowed down could actually be in our advantage. So I actually want to like take advantage of that and like get those webs up and slow him down, and also slow down any other like any potentially fast mons on his team. But really the only fast mons are Zeraora and Flygon, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, the moveset though, Toxic is there to wear down Uxie as well as some other fat mons on his team. But it's specifically there for Uxie because I know Uxie's gonna be coming. Endeavor is there to it's kind of there to like break some stuff too. Like once Release is down by quite a bit, I can just go for the Endeavor and get like a good amount of damage on my opponent. That's around the same amount I have. And that's actually pretty good for Swirly, since Swirly is like an LC Pokemon, so like so he's gonna have less HP than the rest of the mons in my draft. Well, there's Cloyster, but we're not gonna count Cloyster. But yeah, Flamethrower is also there for a Mega Scizor. Like we can like catch it on the switch in, or like it'll always come in on us, so we can at least like threaten it with a Flamethrower. Depending on his set though, he can't knock us out at full unless he sets up. So we can kind of like threaten the Scizor out and then like bring in something else to take advantage of that switch. So yeah, next we have so we're gonna go into Genesis. So Genesis is meant to be my setup sweeper for this week. I actually want Genesis to get a set up at least this week, because it honestly looks like it's possible. With paired with sticky webs, I could actually do it. And also Genesis is pretty threatening to his draft. Not a lot of mons really want to deal with it. But yeah, so shift gear is there so that we can set up on a mons like we could set up. There's actually a couple mons we can set up on. We can set up on Scizor. Scizor actually doesn't want to stay in on this mon unless it has HP fire for some reason, which would be like, whew, yo, that would be like the biggest catch. Like that would be crazy, but he wouldn't do that. I hope not. HP fire Scizor. Ooh. Oh man. But we can set up on it, and we can get off of shift gear and knock him out with flamethrower right afterwards. We can set up on Eggy if it's not running flamethrower. We can set up on, well, we can't really set up on Barbarical. We can set up on Braviary. We can set up on Uxie, and that's it. I would say Hoopa, but we're too furrow. We can't let it hit from Hoopa, not at all. And also Hoopa carries Fire Punch too, so yeah. A lot of mons on this team actually carry stuff that can threaten Genesis. So I gotta check for that. Ironhead is there for Gramble and also there for flinches. X-Scissor is there to check the Executor and and it's also there to check Hoopa Unbound. Also there for Uxie as well. Yeah, bug coverage. I mean, bug is actually pretty threatening to him. So yeah, we can pretty much take advantage of that. And yeah, it's gonna be hasty nature, max speed, max attack, and foreign special attack. So yeah, that's gonna be Genesis. Just gonna be kind of like a little bit of a sweeper if we can get one. If we can get a sweep in, that would be great. Or a setup in, then that would be great for us, and that would actually open up the team a little bit more. So finally, after 3 weeks, I decided I had enough. I don't want to use anything different. I'm just gonna go Shell Smash and just say screw everything. So I decided to go Shell Smash Cloister because his team doesn't appreciate it. His team really doesn't appreciate Cloister. Like nothing on this team really appreciates Cloister at all. So we can kind of just like run through him once we get rid of the obvious walls, like Scizor even Hoopa to some extent, since we are mostly invested in special attack. And Hoopa is pretty specially defensive, so it can take some special hits. So we want to try and like break through it with the Icicle Sphere. So yeah, I'm running White Herb because I couldn't figure anything else to run on it. I actually thought about running like a berry for it, just so that we can get a safer safe Shell Smash. But like again, his team is fairly slow, so I should be able to get a Shell Smash off on like some of his slower mons, like even on Gramble or on or even to some extent on Mega Scizor, since we do have HP Fire for it, so we can actually set up on that mon. Still have our like White Herb and such, and we can go for the HP Fire and knock it out. But yeah, Cloister is basically gonna be the wall breaker for this team. And yeah, I honestly see it being more of a sweeper than a wall breaker this week. But I feel like it's gonna be a wall breaker for some reason this week. But I just wanted to put in the work, just put in the most amount of work, and then then we'll be okay. So yeah, now we have now I'm gonna be using Smokey. So bringing Smokey this week as a taunt user, as a taunt a stall breaker for this week, with a taunt, stealth rock, flamethrower, and hidden power ice. Taunt is there mostly for Uxie because I cannot let that mon get rocks up, because if it gets rocks up, it could actually mess this up quite a bit. So yeah, that's mainly why I got it there. I want to make sure that it can't set up rocks on our side, because if it does, it's gonna mess up Black Pearl quite a bit, and I really don't want that. And I want to make sure that I can get off a safe Shell Smash with it. So that's why I have taunt on this mon. We got rocks there because rocks actually mess him up too. Specifically, it messes up his Braviary as well as like Emboar and such, couple of his flyers like Flygon and actually just Flygon and Braviary. And again, it's just good for chip damage. Flamethrower is there to check Scizor and also, you know, knock it out. And Hidden Power Fire is there for Flygon and also there for did I say Hidden Power Flying? Hidden Power Ice is there for Flygon and also there for Alolan Executor. I'm running Shuka so that we can actually take an Earthquake from Flygon and knock it out with the Hidden Power Ice. Unfortunately, it's a roll though for it to knock out. I actually did the calcs, and without any investment in special attack, it actually is a 12.5 chance. I mean, yeah, 12.5 chance to knock out. So I could put some investment into. I could take some HP out and put it in special attack, but I just wasn't feeling it. I just decided to go more HP. Yeah, I don't know. I might end up changing it like right before the battle. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be the set for Smokey. So now we're gonna move on to Paperboy. So Paperboy is yet again another sweeper on this team for this week, with Rock Polish, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Edge. So like I said, with Sticky Webs up, we can actually outspeed some stuff after our Rock Polish setup. So we can pretty much outspeed most of his team. Even Zeraora, I believe, we can outspeed it after a +2. So actually, it might be a roll. It might be a roll for us to outspeed it. So I'm not a roll, but it might end up being a speed tie. I haven't like done all the calcs for it, but I believe it's a speed tie, or he still outspeeds us anyway. But yeah, the rest of its moveset, Ice Punch is there for the Executor, and also there for Braviary and such, Flygon as well. I believe we can't. No, actually, no. We don't outspeed Flygon if it's Choice Scarf. But if he's not running Choice Scarf Flygon, then we can outspeed it and go for and knock it out with an Ice Punch. Excuse me. Earthquake hits everything on his team outside of Uxie, Flygon, and Braviary, and it hurts for quite a bit of damage. And then Edge is there for the rest of his team as well. Nothing on his team really resisted outside of Flygon, and that's it. Flygon's really is only resistant to Edge. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much the set. It's also Adamant as well, so we're gonna get the most amount of damage off with Quake, Edge, and Ice Punch. So yeah. Lastly, we got Biggie. So I wanted to run Biggie this week as a Z move user again. This time, hopefully we can actually get some kills off with it and not get like what's the word? Man, man, I still can't. That game that we had last time where we almost killed a Heliolisk, man. But still, hopefully we don't have that again, and we can actually get some kills off with Biggie. So its moveset is Dark Pulse, Draco, Rock Tomb. I almost said Rock Polish, Rock Tomb, and Outrage. So this set actually hurts his team quite a bit. Kind of runs through. Oh god. Okay, I didn't just go work offline. Okay. Basically, this set can kind of like run through him pretty well. Not a lot of mons really want to stay in on Guzzlord from the way his team is. So we can just like get a good amount of damage off on stuff, you know, like start like building up and everything. So yeah, Dark Pulse is there for Uxie, and Draco is there for the Flygon as well as the rest of his team. Outside of Scizor, because Scizor and Granbull can actually, you know, like take that. Since Granbull is immune to it, since it's fairy, and then Scizor is resistant to it. A Rock Tomb is there to like slow down his team a little bit. I know we have Sticky Webs, but it's just in case like webs get defogged away by Flygon or Braviary, we can actually like get some kind of like speed reduce thing off, so that we can actually like do something and set up with like Genesis or Paperboy. Like my goal is really to set up, like really set up can run through his team. If I can just like if I can just get it off. So that's why I got Rock Tomb there. And then Outrage is there as another filler move, and also we can we do get like a physical devastating Drake off with the Outrage. So yeah, that is pretty much the team. Honestly, it took me a while to build this team. I actually wanted some help with it, but no one actually came to help me out. So let's just see how we do this time. How we do alone again. So So yeah, who do I think he's gonna bring this week? Like I said, Yuxi is a must, I feel, because that's like his best stealth rocker on this team, and he knows that my team is pretty powerful when it comes to like well, my team is pretty weak when it comes to like hazards and such, so he's gonna take advantage of that and definitely bring Yuxi. Power wise, he's definitely gonna bring Zero Aura because that mon can be really annoying with volt switching around and such. He could just run like a VoltTurn core with Zero Aura and Flygon, and possibly run like Choice Scarf Flygon. So he can do that. So Yuxi, Flygon, Zero Aura. Honestly, Scizor was. I feel like he might not bring Mega Scizor because there's a lot of things on my team that can just like pressure it a bit. Like Heatran is the best counter to Mega Scizor, so I don't really see it coming, but there's a chance he might bring it, but I doubt it, honestly. So maybe Flamethrower on Trent might not be that great, but we have it just in case it does show up. So I don't think it'll come, but there's a chance it might. I think he's gonna bring Hoopa. He's definitely gonna bring Hoopa. Hoopa Unbound is stupid strong. He's gonna bring that mon. That mon just wall breaks through everything. So Yuxi, Hoopa, Flygon, Zero Aura. Let's see. He could probably bring Barbaracle, I think, because I know Barbaracle can also has access to a Shell Smash, so it could be. So we're probably going to be dealing with another Shell Smash user, which could actually be really scary. So luckily we do have taunt with Smokey, so we can set up on it. So we can't taunt it before it tries to set up. And then we could like bring in like Genesis. Actually, we don't really have a good switch for Barbaracle. Yeah, I just realized that we don't really have a good switching for Barbaracle. So, but at least we can like force it out with taunt, and it can't set up. So that's something we have going for us. But there's a chance he's gonna bring Barbaracle. So, Hoopa, Yuxi, Flygon, Zero Aura, Barbaracle, and I think that's it. Yeah, wait. Hoopa, Yuxi, Flygon, Zero Aura, Barbaracle. I feel like he's gonna bring Goodra. He probably won't do it because of Cloyster, but there's a chance he might do it. There's a chance he might bring it. So that's what I think he's gonna bring. He's gonna bring Hoopa, Goodra, Yuxi, Flygon, Zero Aura, and Barbaracle. I'm probably gonna be like halfway wrong, but again, we'll find out what he brings. So I'm actually gonna be having the battle with him pretty soon. We're actually supposed to, like, as I'm recording, it's like 10:15. We were actually supposed to battle like 3 hours ago, but I had to build, so I had to build this team, so that's why it took me so long. So yeah, when you guys see the battle, it'll be up tomorrow. So yeah. Actually, the team builder for this will be up tomorrow because it's kind of late right now. I'm probably not gonna get it up tonight. So you guys will see it tomorrow, and the battle will probably be up on Sunday. So yeah. Take care, and I hope you all have a good one. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Join my Discord, Bushido Gang. And wish the Washington Samurotts luck at this game, because I have a good feeling that we could actually get our first win. I don't know why I'm saying it, but I have a feeling we could get our first win here. If we play everything right. If we play everything right and just let Black Pearl set up, we could actually win. So yeah. Again, I'll see you guys when the battle happens, and take care.